Hey there everyone, welcome back to Game Vine, and my name is Dave, and welcome back to another Dexterity Week video where me and Miko are taking a look at Sorry Sliders Cars 2. So if you've played Sorry Sliders and you've played Pitch Car, we'll mash the two together and then you spit it out and you get Mater and his friends sliding around the board with these ponds and ball bearings on the very bottom of them around the course. Now, this is an older game. I got a used copy of it, so it's a little beat up, but all the pieces are here. Let's go ahead and just jump right into it. This is a kid's game, so keep that in mind, but adults can play it too. Let me show you. Okay, so this is what you get in the box. So you get straightaways that have rails that you can clip onto them, bends that have bend clips that you can put on them. You have oil slicks that have little pins in the very bottom that you can put on the track, along with sorry pieces that act like street cones. You have Mater cut out, have a arch that you can have here, little bumpers that will hinder some movement, some player tokens, and then the best part are the sorry pieces. Now these are even better than the sorry slider games because they have more heft to them. Of course they're painted, and the ball bearings on the bottom are just magnificent, and they roll just effortlessly. So that's what you have. Let me go ahead and construct a small course here and show you how to play. Let's do it. Okay, so I have it set up here. I will say it doesn't really set up easy, and the pieces don't click in as well as I would like them to, or I'm just bad at doing it. But there are different hazards here: oil slicks, bumpers, cones, this archway here. So what you're doing is trying to zoom around the track, and you have 4 laps. Once you go past the finish line here, you take a token and put it next to you. Whenever you get your 4th one, you win. Now there are different things on the track here as you're going down. If you so happen to land on one of your spots, no matter if you were bumped into it by another player or not, you will take an additional flick. But if you flick and so happen to go off the board, you will take your sorry token and put it right back where it started, as well as anything that got bumped off. Now if somebody else were to land in your bumper area, you get to flick it. The yellow person right here will get to flick it any way they want, so you can go back if you want to. And the one last space here is Mater. If you get him, you get to take this, and whenever you want to use it, you'll put it in the middle and say, okay. And so if you so happen to fall off the track, you don't lose your turn, you just get a second try. Now, these things really do boot, scoot, and boogie on the trail here. Let's see if I can get a good shot. Yeah, it's kind of cool, but you can see how they just zoom around the corners here. But these hazards do kind of keep everybody at a decent pace instead of just going crazy around the track over and over again. And there is another spot that I didn't actually go over. This spot right here is if you land in it, you gotta close your eyes and flick. And I just messed the board up by barely pushing it. It's one of my biggest gripes, and we'll talk about that a little later. But again, you'll keep on flicking your pawns until somebody has reached 4 laps, and then they win. So from start here, I did get a used version, so we get to really see what happens to it as it gets wear and tear. And well, you can see the wear and tear, and it doesn't really stay together as well as I would like it to. But the ponds do seem to go over the spaces relatively easy, even though they're kind of in there. I just decided to go ahead and just leave it at this angle and talk about the game. So what do I think about it? I'm going to give it an 80 overall, and it gets the Game Vine Play It award. It could have gotten more if it was a better quality product. This is the poor man's pitch car, and it kind of represents that purpose by aesthetics here. Now, these ponds roll so nicely, and the racing is pretty seamless. It's just the track is such a disappointment. The hazards are good, it's just how the track goes together. And the stickers, as you can see, don't really, I mean, I have a used copy, so we get to see it at its full potential after somebody's used it, and not all of them are appealing, but some of them are. The track just doesn't stay together as well, and I think the ponds take the wear and tear the best. You can't see any big dings, and they just boot, scoot, and boogie on way. Now, the good thing is, yes, this is a cheaper version of pitch car. So if you don't want to have to spend a whole bunch of money on a grandiose version of pitch car, you can get one of these or even two of these if you want to make a bigger course. But I mean, I wouldn't really do that, but you can make other kind of race tracks like a drag race, so like a straightaway, or just do whatever you want. It has some variability, so it is fun. I really do think this is more of a kid's version as well, but I do have fun with this. If I had to choose which one I would play out of Sorry Sliders or this one, I definitely would play Sorry Sliders, the first one, Crokinole version. This one is it's good. It could have been better, and if it could clean up some of these hiccups, I would definitely recommend this highly. As it stands right now, I'm just recommending it as a play game. Don't rush out there to get it, though. If this is something that you are interested in, it is a fun dexterity game overall, even though it has some blemishes. So that's what I think. Thank you so much for checking on into this review, and until next time that I see you, my name is Dave. Have a great rest of your day and a great time with all you play. You heard it here on the Game Vine. Bye. Vine Nation, we love making content here for you on the channel, and we're almost at 10,000 subscribers, so subscribe now and help us out. This video right here, I think you'll like. This video right here, YouTube thinks you'll like. Or you can just sit here and watch me dance as a dinosaur for a little bit longer. You can visit us at our social media outlets, and we're going to be improving our Patreon here soon. That's all for today. Miko, it's time to go. Good girl, Miko.